Cracking. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Guardians of the 615. First, look, y'all know the dealio, okay? For those of y'all that have entered, we really appreciate it. We're up to over 350 subs or subscribers, so we appreciate that. Oh, you can see right here, 356. Obviously,
Uh,
Obviously, remember we set the goal at 500 by December. We're not going to hit that, but we have grown. I think at the beginning of the year we had like 64 subscribers. We're at 365, so continue to grow. With that being said, remember the day of recording this, it is December 29th, 2025. This episode is going to drop tomorrow. So literally for the New Year's Day giveaway, you're going to have 2 days if you're watching this clip for the first time. What I'm going to do, though, is I'm dropping the NBA coverage episode we do tonight, and I'm going to clip the subscriber giveaway. I'm going to clip that and post it tomorrow morning, or I might post it tonight as well, the clip, so people know that the deadline to submit for the New Year's Day giveaway is coming up. Deadline is New Year's Eve, 11:59. Right at midnight, a winner will be chosen. Email will be sent out, and winner will be chosen for the New Year's Day giveaway. But for the regular subscriber giveaway, winner will also be chosen probably later in the day. But don't forget, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment. You'll be entered for a chance to win $200 New Year's Day. Don't forget to subscribe. Please make sure there's an email in your YouTube bio and be on the lookout, okay, for the $200 giveaway. And you also have a chance to win the $50 giveaway. All you gotta do is subscribe, comment. So get on that. And also, this podcast is also brought to you by, I guess I can just lose this tab. IV Fitness again, workout programs, ladies and gentlemen. We got everything you need. We have a workout program dropping for you guys. It's going to be free. I'll announce that. I'll have the links to all the socials to start the year off right. It's gonna be a free 30-day challenge to kind of start your year off right. If you guys want to do it, it's free. You'll download it. It goes straight to your phone, your email. You have access to that. So stay tuned for that. And for supplements, finalformsubs.com. You all already know the deal. Go to finalformsubs.com. Check our website out. We got all kind of supplements for protein powder. My pre-workout just came in. Let me see if I can find it real quick. This pre-workout I got just came in. It is fantastic. Where is it? It's the sour gummy worm. This one, fire. I went to the gym this morning. My first time trying it this morning. It is fantastic. Fantastic.
do
Two
you
scoops of
feel it
little,
though?
huh?
Do you feel like do you like is it like compared to like other like pre-workouts and everything, do you get the itch?
No, it doesn't have the jitters. So you
Okay,
don't get
good.
the itch. The itch is from
Is it the beta
high
alanine?
amounts of beta alanine. It's beta alanine. High amounts of niacin can give you the itch, but this only has 0.52 milligram NE, so it's not a lot. But the beta alanine is what gives you that like crackhead itch. No, you get the energy without the like jitters from it. But it is also 200 milligrams, so it's like a good balance of it's gonna get you going because it's got 200 milligrams of caffeine, but it's not like overly stimulated to where like you feel like you're tweaking. So it's a good
Yeah,
smooth balance.
I
But
don't
again,
I don't like that feeling. I used to
oh,
like
I
it,
love it. I
but
love it.
I can't do that shit no more, bro. I can't.
Oh, dude, I love it. I just don't get all the time. But I drink energy drinks on the weekend when I work like my long shifts on the weekend. So I'll drink like a C4 and that gives me that itch. But go to finalformsubs.com to guys get some supplements, use promo code CoachTrip, all caps, no space, get 10% off your order on supplements and skincare. And
Honest,
that,
we gotta figure out this Twitch thing so we can just start streaming live and everything.
bro, I looked into it. I don't
Is it
the
too much?
thing I looked into it. The problem is I don't know how because I have a gaming Twitch. I guess I could make one for the podcast. I'm gonna look into it some more. That might be something we do on the New Year's, like once early in the year, maybe start doing it that way. But I'm still looking into it because I will still want to be able to share it share screen and stuff like that, which I know they have ways you can do that. I'm gonna look into it, look at like the logistics and like all the interface stuff to see. And then for sure, if that works, then we can start doing Twitch. Um, and we can have people watching it
See it
live.
live.
Yeah, and then it'll just automatically upload to YouTube because I connect it because I have my gaming stuff doing that as well. So
The
yeah,
cool
we can. I'm gonna keep looking into it for sure.
the reason why is because like depending on how many people we have live is like, bro, we can be like, hey, Jack 55, like, or like whatever they put in the chat or whatever, is like we can respond back to them like in real time. So
Yeah. Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, I'm gonna look into it. Maybe when I get back from my conference, because I'm going to Phoenix. I leave for Phoenix Sunday. Um,
it's gonna be
but yeah, I
fucking
might do some
on
research
there.
while I'm in
Hopefully.
Phoenix. But
Actually, you know, Fonz, let's see what the weather gonna look like in Phoenix for you, so we can check it out.
I think it's supposed to be pretty good.
Yeah, bro, like high 60s, and then it drops down to like 50s. Yeah, high 60s. Yeah, 68 and everything. But it's gonna feel a little bit warmer out there just because it's not like the humidity heater, anything like that.
Yeah, that desert,
That
the
desert.
desert 60. Um, so Calvin, what I have prepared today. So as you guys can tell from the background, we're on the precipice of the end of 2025 going into 2026. Okay. So that means, oh, you know what? I think it'd be cool to share with our viewers, to share with our viewers. I wonder if I can find the Spotify. Every year I get like the data of how
Five, like, yeah.
the podcast does. All right, we'll go over the stuff and then we might end with that if I can figure out how to get to it. But we got some topics, the typical end of the year, New Year's thing. Let's start with 2025. What is something that is like in terms of like life, what's something that you learned? What is something that 2025 taught you? Whether it could be something in a physical sense, something in a mental sense, something from a maturity standpoint, something from work. What's something that 2025 has taught you?
You know what? I feel like I can hit on all four of those actually, to be honest. Um, I guess work work wise, man, damn, that's actually a deep one to be honest. Work wise, man, obviously, if everybody that's been tuning in the past like 6 months,
Oh
you
yeah.
heard me bitch and stuff about the work job and everything like that. Um, I'll say this work wise, I am now in a better situation and I don't have to take stuff like from work home and everything like that. Like once work ends and everything, like I'm done. Like anything that's going on and everything, it can wait till tomorrow and everything. And my director has said that before. And you don't hear that from directors a lot and everything. They're just like that old school mentality, just like no, you got to work, 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 and everything like that.
Right.
He's really big on work life balance and everything. And when I say that, like that one day we did the podcast and everything. I was like, fine, so I'll probably get out at like 4 or whatever. He was like, dude, he was like, you did everything. Go leave at 2 or whatever.
Yeah.
Um, and honestly, too, man, like, don't take work seriously, but don't take it too seriously. Don't get worked up over it and everything like that. Um, what was the other three ones that you said? I know you said maturity.
Um, uh, I guess I don't know. I was kind of just giving like
Oh,
arbitrary
well,
examples.
I guess maturity wise and everything, um, really valuing my time and who I spend it with and everything. I would say, as far as a maturity from that standpoint and everything, and then I would say from, I guess, just life, man, is just, I don't know. I've been thinking about this lately. As we're getting older and everything, I am taking more time purposely to spend with my mom and everything. Um,
Mm,
I feel like at this age, I wouldn't say like I don't know, man. I talk to a lot of people about this and everything. I feel like once you get around that age, 28, 29, you're like, oh man, like I'm getting older, and then you're like, oh shit, dude, my parents are getting older and everything, and it's like I kind of want to
yeah,
spend more time with them and everything like that. Because my mom is she's in 2 years she'll be 70, and it's just like she's getting older, man. So it's just like as much time I can spend with her and everything and do the little stuff. Um, honestly, too, dude, that shit makes me happy too. It's like oh, I get to do that for my mom and everything. All right, cool.
yeah.
So so yeah, man, that's what I would say for me. Yeah. Simple as that. What about for you?
Um, trying to think because the crazy part is, I was thinking of like, I kind of was making this um a little bit before we got on, so I haven't had much like time to think. Some stuff I bring I've had for like the week or I've had for a few days, so I've had time to think about it.
Mhm.
And as you're talking, I don't know if I necessarily it taught me anything I didn't already know, but reinforced things
Mhm.
that I was taught earlier. Like, for example, work. You know what? Actually, that's it's not from this year, but from work, right? Actually, you know what?
It's bro, that quite like finds you asked a good question because you're like, damn, like which way do I want to take this? Like
Yeah, I'm trying to think something that this year specifically has taught me. That's the tough part is, let's just say,
it can be about school too, like getting more into your profession. I
yeah,
mean,
I'm trying to think. Well, actually, you know what I will say? It started politically because we obviously know Trump won the election. So this is Trump's first year in office. And I have begun what especially in politics, and it's trickled into everything else, but I really saw in politics that most of the stuff that you hear or see is very polarizing and extreme. Most people fall in the middle, which it makes sense when you think about it, but seeing it, like, you see news headlines, like we all know clickbait. You see news headlines, clickbait, because they're trying to get you people to click on it. But you'll see how people will say something about a bill that's being passed, right? And they'll say this bill's going to do this bill's going to do that, this bill's going to do that. Then you see the other side, the same thing, same bill, but the other side is like, no, that's not what it's for. It's going to do this, this, and this, not that. And in my head, I'm like, how can you take a bill, which is legislation? You would think legislation, there's not a lot of gray area. How can two sides look at the exact same thing and come with two completely different synapses or interpretations of the bill? And it's because I realized, especially in politics, a lot of people with the loudest voices are the most extreme,
yeah,
But in real life, everyday people, most people are in the middle. Most people aren't like far right or far left. Those are the people that are loudest because they're most controversial, we get the most clicks. But most people are like, this is the spectrum here. Most people like right here, they might be left leaning a little bit, might be right leaning a little bit, but they're more or less in the middle. And I noticed that with a lot that has trickled down to a lot of the stuff. So it's really taught me to not second, I guess second guess the term I'll use for lack of a better phrase, but it's taught me to kind of second guess when somebody says something. Oh, did you
it's
see this, that? this
Yeah.
happened. I'm like, did you read the article or did you read the police? Like, it's almost one of those things where I'm like, when somebody's regurgitating information, I almost question any information regurgitated.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, oh, you know, person let's say neighborhood dog is shot and killed by man. Oh, did you hear about that dude that shot and killed that dog? I'm like, okay, like what else happened? Right? And
Yeah.
it's like when you read into it, the dog attacked his child and he ended up having to kill the dog because the dog was attacking his toddler. Then it's like,
Hmm.
you see what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
nuance. 2025 has really taught me how nuance almost matters now. Back in the day, you could generalize things and just kind of give the summary, but now everything is so immediately accessible through these short form clips. There's no context, there's no nuance. So now nuance is more important than ever in conversation. That's probably the biggest thing for me um, in 2025 that's taught me. Before we get to the next thing, I found the data. So we're going to start off. Oh my God, it's not loading.
Damn, fine. That's actually a good fucking answer. That was actually a really, really good answer.
Yeah, I noticed it,
It's fun.
bro.
It's funny that you say that because like when somebody says something like kind of out of line or something, you just like go a little bit deeper. Give me a little bit more context before I
Yeah, like
say something.
literally, yeah, it's like, all right, what do you mean by that? Or like
Hmm.
what or it might not even somebody giving their opinion. It's just somebody that saw something on that's I asked that question when somebody sees something on social media.
Hmm.
Um pull it up. Because I'm the type, if I see something, I will read it.
Hmm.
Not only will I read that article, I'll read a different article from a different source, and then I'll try to find like the actual report. Because the police report is usually police reports are like the reported incident is usually what happened. And then news articles will have like speculations, depending on what it is. Some stuff's very cut and dry. Like the guy
Like
runs a
secret
stop
and shit.
sign. Yeah, if the guy runs a stop sign, T-bone somebody, he ran a stop sign, T-bone somebody, whatever. Like if he was texting or whatever. But like certain things, it's like uh I will try to figure out what actually happened and I try to figure out both sides of the story. You know what I'm saying? But all right, let's start with okay, here, I'll share screen for this. For the YouTube one, I'm not gonna share screen because it's my like oh, it's the wrong screen. Ignore the chat GPT background.
The
Uh
fucking
okay.
Falcons are up 21-0. About to
Bro,
go in
don't tell me because I got money on that game and I don't even want to look. And I went all in on
the
Matthew Stafford. Okay. Let's go over. So first of all, we're gonna do this because we appreciate you guys for the growth. Again, me and Calvin, when we started this, it was just a way to keep in touch, a way to have fun, have conversations. And like we've said before, if this never grows, we're still gonna do it because we did it. We had less than 60 subscribers for the first like 4 years. We were cool, wasn't no big deal. But this, we're growing and we're excited. We appreciate you guys for watching. So let's start. We're gonna start with Spotify and then I'll go over the YouTube because YouTube's our main bread quote unquote bread maker. We don't make money, but it's our main viewer thing. But here is Spotify. Our total audience, we've increased from last year 337%. Total new audience up almost 1,000%. We're up 999% from last year. So again, that's appreciated to all you guys. This is Spotify. So for people that are listening or watching on Spotify, we appreciate you guys. Total followers, our followers, we've increased 12%, which is again growth, a little bit by year. We'll keep doing it. And one episode rose above the rest. This was played 233%. And this is my first time seeing this as well. Oh, my Uncle Strib with Aaron and Diesel, episode 71. That was played 233. We're still quite cool. All right, is that it? Oh, Passport. Hey, we're international superstars, Calvin.
I
We've
remember you
reached,
said something last year, and like it was somebody. It was like it wasn't in Europe, bro. I want to say it was like somewhere like
I
in
think Brazil. I think Brazil.
yeah,
We had people in Brazil that would listen.
yeah.
But yeah, I forget how many. I think we're only in like 5 countries last year, maybe 4. We're in 10 countries now. This Guardians of 615. We're going for world domination. Okay, we're in 10 countries. We've reached 10 countries overall. Let's see. Let's zoom in. Top countries. Okay. So yeah, Brazil, just like last year, Brazil's in the United States, Brazil, France, South Africa, Wakanda forever, Biafra, and Botswana. Fans, shout out to those countries. We appreciate you guys. What's next? What's next? Top fans assemble. We are the top 10 shows for 13 fans. So shout out to those 13 that are listening in weekly. We
We
appreciate
appreciate
that. We're top 5 and 12 different fans. So we appreciate those 12 people. We're the number 1 show for 4 people. We're the number 1 listen show on their Spotify. So those 4 are honorary guardians. We appreciate y'all for tapping in. So we do post a lot of content. As you guys saw on the YouTube, we have 615 videos. All right, that number is going to steadily go up. Top fans, ooh, the streamed 1.2 times more. All right, let's see. It goes without saying your fans have great taste. Of course they do. Okay, these are some top artists that our fans listen to. So
of
NBA,
course, young
young
boy.
young boy never broke in young NBA. Morgan Wallen, Bob Marley. Okay, Drake, 21 Pilots. Don't even know what that is, but we got diversity. Okay, we're diversity around here. Top shows, Scared to Death. Okay, all right. Today explains really good. Unlearned Wisdom by Johnny Chang. Oh, okay, all right. We're learning stuff. Look, we got a diverse audience. Okay, I think that's it. Now, let me just share. Oh, hold up. This shit is still going. Hang on. It's it's okay. A Rising Star, the 2025 marathon. Our average rating was higher than 75% of other shows.
Oh wow.
And we're getting rated out here. Rated. Uh
Right.
cool. Okay, now that's done. Now let's go over the numbers for on YouTube, because that's where we've seen a ton of growth. Okay, I'm gonna go over 2024 numbers. So 2024, and all of our, I think this is all. Yeah. Hang on. I gotta make sure I'm not tripping. Okay, in 2024, we had, oh dang, I actually don't want this to be slow. All right, 2024. Guess how many total views we had in 2024? Actually, it's not even gonna be guessable. In 2024, we had 3,000, basically 3.5 thousand views for the full year. Okay, which was a lot compared to 2023. Watch time in hours, 132 total hours watched on our pod, and we grew. We got 24 subscribers for the year. Now remember that's and at the end of last year we were at 64. So previous to that we had like 40 something subscribers or 48 subscribers. So again, growth, we appreciate it. This is cool, even though obviously that these numbers compared to like these fucking people with all this production and shit, but still it's cool.
Well, I mean, yeah, hopefully the people that got good production, hopefully they get more views. Because if we get
You're
more
right.
views, we ain't even
You're right.
we,
You're right.
we ain't even cropping our shit. We ain't making no edits. It's like, all right, bro, maybe y'all content, maybe you need to freestyle y'all content like we do.
Yeah, for doing it for fun. Like, yeah. All right, 2025. We have 227.6 thousand views. We went from 3.5 to 27,000. Okay. Yeah, 3,500 to 27,000 views. Total watch time in hours, 300 plus hours in watch time. So people are putting in time, and we've had a bump in obviously over 300 subscribers since last year. So again, ladies and gentlemen, we really appreciate it. Just thought that'd be cool to share because you know,
And honestly, like that's the stuff. Like I'm gonna say to the fans and everything, and the listeners, like me and Finest, we do this shit for fun. We get on here, we chop it up, we talk about just really anything and everything like that. Um, you know, hopefully we can grow it and to make it big, but I don't really think that's like our big thing. We just like to come on here and talk and
yep,
basically just give free game and everything of life, what we're experiencing and all that stuff. And then obviously, the sports stuff we talk about and the ancillary stuff.
yeah,
But no, like
okay.
I said, like we said a bunch, man. We appreciate y'all like a lot, man. How many years have we done this? 3 years?
It's
No,
been five.
it's
It's been
longer than
five.
that actually, because when we started it, that's when I started, bro. Fine, this is crazy. I didn't
What?
realize that because when we started doing the podcast, that's when I had started at Tech Systems.
Oh, it was right when you started,
It was
or right
literally
around then?
probably like a few months either before I started or after I started. Because we've been doing this for 5 years. Because I was at Texas for 5 years and everything. Damn, that's crazy, bro. Because I remember our first videos, we did it on like a different Discord or something like that, and
Oh,
then
we did it on Anchor, an app where we were
yeah,
calling in.
yeah, and then Mitch
Yeah,
was like, why don't y'all just Mitch, honestly, to be honest, Mitch is the dude that really I think really helped us out to get the more followers just from the face to face and everything when he was just like,
yeah,
why don't you just do a Zoom? And we were like, you know what? That's a good idea.
yeah, 100%.
So shout out to you, Mitch, even though your ass has got on in since
Since
Vietnam.
yeah,
Actually, by the way, I actually got to go. I actually saw Mitch this weekend. He invited me to a comedy show at Zany's. Have you heard that dude, Cam Patterson, before?
he
Black dude, black dude. And he's like, I like rocks and shit.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, with the
He's on
he was on
SNL.
Andrew Schultz's podcast.
Bro, finest when I tell you, like I think he might be. I hopefully, bro. Hopefully, my prediction is right. He might be the next comedian to come out that's big because, bro, he it's not. It's the fact that he had everybody engaged. He actually, did his jokes and everything, but he actually talked to the crowd and everything, got them involved. And bro, it's just like, he remind me of. He remind me of Kevin Hart because he's small. He's short. He's short as hell. I don't know why the fuck I thought this dude was my fucking height. He got on the stage. I said, this motherfucker's 5'11". I mean 4'11" or whatever. But he gives the presence off as of like Kevin Hart because like little man energy and everything. But bro, his jokes hit like Mike Epps. Like the shit that he be saying is just off the wall and just so like not filtered, which
Yeah.
makes it so fucking funny and raw. Well, pause. Well, yeah, you get what I'm
No, yeah, I got you.
saying. But yeah, man.
All right. All right. So the second half is we talked about, what's something we learned from 2025, what's something that 2025 taught us. What is something you are okay, we'll go to what's something that you are focusing on for 2026? And what's something that actually we'll just leave it at that. Just we'll leave it at that, but like maybe a couple things that you're focusing on for 12, like something that you are like next year, I like this is your like your focus on whether it be work, social life. Like what's something that you are really putting effort into 2025?
I think this obviously goes for most everybody. It's just finances. Like, what can I do? Because I had a great year for our finances and everything. So it's like, what can I do next year to up it a little bit?
Yeah.
Whether it's savings or like getting another like retirement fund, like I don't know, something along those lines and everything like that. I think another thing is I kind of mentioned this already is just really just prioritize my time and everything, man. We only got 24 hours in the day. If you meet with me, I work 8 to 9 hours and everything. You do the math on that. And then obviously you got sleep and everything like that. So like once you really start understanding how much hours you have and everything, I just want to just
Hmm.
lock in on that and everything like that and actually utilize my time a little bit better. Um, Obviously stay healthy and everything. Working out, playing basketball. Feel like I'm in a better place as far as work to go do that after work and everything and actually stay committed with it. Um, Bro, the last thing too, man, is just be a good person, bro. Like, I mean, just try to help out anybody you can and everything. Whatever that means and everything. So I want to say that those are my like top 3 or 4 things I kind of rambled off.
Oh, those are
They
yeah.
sound like, to be honest, they sound basic, but bro, like, man, like I like it's just like I don't know, man. I feel like all those stuff and everything. It really, I feel like the pinnacle of it is being healthy because if you're not healthy, you can't do what you want for somebody else if you're not healthy or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's my biggest thing, man.
No, no, it's no, it makes sense. Makes sense 100%. Cause especially, oh snap. Because usually the basic things are like the fundamentals. Like
Hmm.
you said. For me, piggybacking off of your first one for sure. Finances. I know for me, just really saving and really trying to one thing for sure, it kind of goes with finances, is get back on putting money into my investment portfolio and really dumping in money into that, really dumping money into paying off debt. Cause, I had my debt close to being paid off. Then one financial emergency after another, having to get the car fixed. I had to spend a few months ago $1,000 to get him a new battery, a new alternator, this, that, and the third. So really building up, cutting down debt while at the same time increasing investment and building me a little savings for emergency funds. Second is just bid the business, the especially the IV fitness. I have, I'm not personal training anymore, so I'm just doing kind of virtual coaching in terms of making workout programs for people and then kind of just touching base with them every so often to make sure they're doing good and just making programs for people. And I got uh 4 clients, I believe. So trying to expand the clientele that have some like that will help with the finances. Then obviously get the supplements going or keep selling supplements.
If
Um,
you if you had the opportunity, like if a gym opens up in Austin, would you go back to doing it?
no, I don't have the time.
Mm.
Maybe, well, yeah, I don't have the time, and when I graduate, the plan is to find a salary job that pays enough to not have to work another job.
Hmm.
Now, I will always want to do the personal, I guess it's not technically, I guess fitness coaching, because I don't like to call it personal training, because to me, I know it's still technically personal training, but it's like virtual. But I don't consider personal training if I'm not physically there going with you. So I like to call it coaching or fitness coach. I
Hmm.
make your workout programs and you kind of do them. You're training by yourself or you're training with other people or whoever. I'm not there. but you're paying for the services of me creating the workout program and going over like your goals, checking in, doing monthly check-ins and stuff like that. I call that more fitness coaching. I will always forever want to fitness coach. Um, but in terms of the time and demand that being a professor or a postdoc is going to take, there's no way I'd be able to balance an actual full-time job like that and personal training, even if it's part-time. So yeah, there's no shot.
Mm.
But yeah, that. And then lastly, one of my goals is I started reading the Bible because I want to read it front end. I've always kind of dabbled in like different what are they called? Different like devotions where like if you go on the Bible app, they have different lessons. So you can go over like the story of Noah and it has different verses kind of here and there. It like it's like a lesson, but it's not beginning to end like reading a novel. So I started doing that and I'm in Numbers chapter 15 in Numbers,
Mm.
but I want by the end of the year I want to finish it. And I can say I have read quote unquote read. It reads it to me because I listen to it while I'm driving
Mm.
um to and from Austin to San Antonio because I that's 3 hour drive both total. So I can get some here listening done. But it's like an audio book, reading, listen, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, I as a Christian, I felt like, you know what? Here, I'm gonna go on a sidebar a little bit, but it
Mm.
kind of talking about how I was talking about earlier, politics of 2025 taught me is the extremes. Well, it started politics, it started trickle down, and I noticed. So, um, I noticed there's different denominations of Christian, right? I grew up not non-denominational, but like Southern Baptist leaning non-denominational, right? So very Southern Baptist kind of I guess rules or like beliefs, but
Mm.
non-denominational. Like at my church, there were gay people at our church. There are gay people that worked for the church. Like we didn't care if you were gay. It was like my church was definitely a come as you are, you
Mm.
know, you know. So that that wasn't really a problem. All kinds of people from all walks of life at my church. And so I would listen to other Christians and they'd have beliefs, and I'm just like, I don't believe that. But yet
Yeah.
we share the same religion. I'm just like, so I started to think, where's that coming from? Because I grew up in the church. I worked for my church. I don't know if you know, but from middle school all the way through high school, I was an usher at my church and I worked in the service ministry at my church. So sometimes I know on college Sundays we would have free meals for college students. I would help with setting up the tables and help the cooks cook the food. And then I would also usher at certain like second level or whatever. I would usher. And then once the service started, I would go downstairs. I'd be part of security to help people because like my church is a bit. Have you ever been to Mount Zion, the one in Antioch?
I know it's huge though.
So it's a big ass church. So when it's a big ass church, you have some people that are trying to leave that are trying to leave the sanctuary that aren't trying to leave the church, and they need to be helped through because we'd have like elderly people that we have to like escort stuff like that. So I worked for the church, so I'm like I grew up in the church, right?
Mm.
Every Sunday we was at church, and so I'm like I don't understand how we have this disconnect and yet we're supposed to be part of the same. So I started, that's when I started to understand that the Bible is, how do I explain it? The Bible is a story. The Bible is literally, it's a story. People's interpretations of this story are going to vary. But like people have their own interpretations of the word, right? And so for example, you know how some people don't get tattoos, right? Because
Mm.
they say they think they view getting a tattoo as a sin because the Bible says treat your body as a temple, this, that, and the third. And there's a part, I believe it's in Leviticus, because I just read through it, and it says that yeah, you shouldn't damage your skin. In that same book, it also says that I shouldn't cut their beard or put a blade to their hair. So it also says you shouldn't cut your hair, right? So part of me is like, oh, people kind of pick and choose what they want to follow and ignore the other stuff. Because
Mm-hmm.
if we're gonna keep a spade, if you want to take on that belief that you shouldn't get a tattoo, then you should also take on the same in the same book, this Leviticus. You should also not get your hair cut if you want to keep that same energy. But then you dig deeper in Leviticus, the context behind it is Leviticus. It's talking about if you are a priest, you shouldn't get your hair cut. You shouldn't put a blade to your beard. You shouldn't damage your skin. You shouldn't do this and that third. If you are a priest,
Mm-hmm.
so it's saying if you are going to be in the occupation of a priest, you shouldn't. It doesn't say that you shouldn't if you're going to be a carpenter. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? It was specifically talking about the priest. Now, and then some people say, "Oh, well, you're the priest of your household." Yeah, that's where like, do you take
That's
it
where.
literal? Do you take it metaphorical? But
Mm-hmm.
it's literal. If you're reading it word for bar, through like a novel, it's literally talking about an occupation of the priest, like the literal priest. It's not being metaphoric in what it's saying because it's talking about the color, the like the way the colors of the gems and stones on the basically it's talking about the outfit that the priest should wear. It's talking about what priests should and should do. It's talking about the literal attire and how someone should dress. And it also says if you're a priest, you cannot marry somebody that's previously divorced. You know what I'm saying? But like nobody that's a Christian is said thinks
Is
that it's a sin to marry somebody that's already been divorced. You know what I'm saying? If you're a
yeah.
priest, you can only marry somebody that's a virgin. You know what I'm saying? But that's just pretty specifically. People are like, oh yeah, that's pretty specifically. Well, all of that is. So that's what I was like, you know what? It was stuff like that that I was hearing about other. I was like, you know what? I want to read front to cover for myself. So one, I can say I've actually read the thing, beginning to end. Now, obviously, I've been in it, sections, bits and pieces, Sunday school, whatever, Bible study. But I want to say I've read it beginning to end. And so when somebody has a conversation about it, I have my own interpretation.
Mm-hmm.
So sorry about the sidebar, but that's like something I really want to finish in 2020, which I should, but Bible's thick. If the Bible was size 12 font, it might be 10,000 pages. It is long.
Bro, let me actually shook. You know, yeah, you know Uzi, right? Obviously.
Yeah,
His mom got me one, and we're gonna give a visual representation about this. This is it,
bro. So open that bad boy up.
bro. It is. Hold on, let me get back to my
I
living
bet you
room.
the font in that is still small.
Oh yes, yes, and we're not even in the pages, bro. Are thin. They're not like the little
Oh,
8 by 11. Nah,
you could
these.
sneeze through the paper, like
Yeah,
one
it's in
sheet.
your tissue paper. Like, bro, oh my gosh, like I'm so nervous opening it up and everything, so I don't want to rip nothing. But look,
Oh, tiny. How does it? Is it numbered? Is the pages numbered?
yeah, right here it's damn. I don't like
So go towards the back. See how many pages is it, or however far back
some of
it's
this
numbered.
some of this is like because they got maps and everything on it.
Yeah,
Um,
like an appendix.
so we're going all the way back to like, oh my gosh, bro, it's hold on, I'm gonna find this literally the last page where it has a number on it. 2,463 pages.
2,463.
I don't know if it'll pull it up, but
Oh yeah, you see it,
yep,
bro. If it was normal size font, there's no way, bro. It'd
there's
be yeah. They had to make it the font that small to make the book like decently printed or decently mobile.
yeah, man. This yeah, I appreciate Hunter's mom giving me this, man, because when I was going at work and shit, bro, I was just like, bro, I need to read something. I need to read
Yeah,
something to get my mind off of this shit. But they say, man, that's the best book of the world. That's the book of life. So
100%.
I
A
might,
lot
I
of
might,
lessons in it.
I might need to, I might need to do the same thing with you, Finest, but actually sit down and actually read it and everything like that, man. So
Yeah, it's some crazy stuff in there. But oh, all right. Ooh, bet we kind of went over, but it's all good. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here at the end of 2025. This podcast was really to this episode specifically is really just kind of wrap up the year, show our appreciation for our listeners, for our old subs, our new subs,
and our
for
future subs that are
and our
going to be
future subs. 100%. We appreciate everybody, even if you only joined for the subscriber giveaway. It don't just welcome to the party. Okay,
yeah.
whether you watch every episode that drops or you watch one in every blue moon, if you only ever seen one. If you're watching and listening to this right now, we appreciate the view. We appreciate you for listening. If you're sub, we appreciate the sub. If you don't, we still appreciate the view. All right. Shout out to our subs. Shout out to our followers. We appreciate you guys. Happy New Year. Be safe, everybody. Don't drink and drive. Get an Uber, have a DD, or just do the stuff at the crib. All right.
Hey,
So,
hey, hey, one thing I gotta say, be better next year. Be better
yes,
next year. Y'all thought y'all was good this year. Be better next year. We're gonna hey, next year. Hey, Finest, write it down in the notes and everything. What did you accomplish in 2026 when we do this next year?
bet.
We talked about
Right here.
finances, we talked about reading the Bible, like getting more healthy. So we got a whole, well, how many more days until the end of the year? We got
Two.
over 365 days to do this. So
100%. And lastly, before we sign off, we've officially given out $1,000 this year. So shout out
ooh,
to everybody that won the subscriber giveaway this year. Don't forget, we're having the largest giveaway that we've done on New Year's Day. So we're going to start the new year off, and hopefully we want to keep upping that every year how much we give away. So don't forget, subscribe, comment, but we'll catch you guys. Deuces. Happy New Year. We'll see you guys in 2026.
y'all be safe.